Director of Community Relations and Youth Football here with the New York Giants. Ethan, welcome to the show.
Appreciate it, Mike.
Absolutely. So this is a really cool event, and I see you all over the place. You're on the megaphone on the horn, whatever. Earlier, kind of like directing people and everything like that. So before we get into kind of like the event and all that, give me like a little bit of taste of what you do here with the Giants.
Sure. So my responsibility is community outreach and to support the game of youth football as a part of that at the youth and high school level. We are certainly blessed to have a tremendous fan following. We are blessed to be here in the New York metro area. One of the great things about this opportunity and role that I have is I meet the most amazing people that you could ever imagine meeting, and
sure.
We have the opportunity to stand behind them, put our name and get our players involved in some of the things that people are doing to care for one another in the tri-state. And it's just a really rewarding career and experience.
Yeah. So talk to me a little bit about, what you can speak to between the relationship between the Giants and Project Kind. Because this was an event, we just had Jenny on, an event that she had done in 2018, 2019, obviously, 2020 and all that kind of went by the wayside, but now it's back as an annual event again.
That's
so
right.
Take me through like that relationship and kind of how that works.
So we met Jenny probably in 2017, perhaps. She was receiving a van to support her in her outreach in Newark.
Right.
I brought players to that to help, shine a spotlight on what she was doing and just to let everybody know that we thought that was powerful and meaningful. And our players were instantly able to recognize that her form of outreach was a little bit different from most, that there was a relationship there that was unique and powerful.
Sure.
And they gravitated to that and they wanted to stay involved. And through that, I remained in relationship with her, and we started just asking, like, how can we be helpful? Or what's meaningful, right? New York Giants don't know how to solve homelessness, but we know how to get behind people that are doing amazing things. And so she said, I have this vision, can we do this event where we just bring people to the stadium? People that, cheer for the Giants but never, would be able to come and attend a game and just make it all about them and just open the doors. And we just started thinking about what would be meaningful in that. How about we put their names in our lockers?
Sure.
How about we, bring service providers? How about we connect them with people that are really trying to do the work to make, people who are experiencing homelessness, get them into a better situation. And so, we've got great food here today. We've got massages, pedicures, manicures, haircuts, salon care providers, people that are flying from all around the country to be here, which is really remarkable in its own right. And it's all happening because we made this event happen, and then relationship can flow from that. So that's kind of how this thing started, and we've had players that hopped on board, and then you find out, like, we got a guy, Leonard Williams, who grew up experiencing homelessness for large parts of his childhood, and today means the world to him. And he has this message of, hey, I had one person that pulled me aside because I was tall, fast, agile, and had the ability to put on muscle, right? And said, hey, I could use you to become a great football player. And the truth of the matter is, everybody that's here today has an undeniable trait or quality that's specifically been given to them that needs nourishment and encouragement, and maybe today's the start of that.
Yeah, for sure. I love that, because I do think it's interesting too. Like, obviously, like the Giants have kind of the name and the resources and all that kind of stuff to kind of put behind it, and then the space and everything. But then having Leonard here and some of the other players, like I think that's like a really cool thing too, because like you said before, like how often does it, like even just like person, be able to kind of interact with someone like that, but then to be here and like be part of it and just like it's everyone's on the same level here, and like that's what makes it so cool.
No, of course, and that's a big part of everything that we do. We don't want to be standing behind tables. We don't want to be separated behind lines and ropes. When we do outreach, we want to be in relationship and have touch points, and that's the power of this. That they're deserving of this moment. That we are all on equal footing. Some of us may be more celebrated than others in society, but today we are all united in our humanity. And maybe that sounds a little whimsical or whatever, but the truth of the matter is, when we do this event year after year. My guy Sleepy walked in the door today for the third time, right? And I was thrilled to see him. And just having that opportunity to get back to make this an annual event after all the mess that we've tried to fight through the last few years, where everybody's felt so apart. It's great to bring this event back, and we have great aspirations to do this annually and to support Jenny more often than annually.
Sure.
To shine a light on what she's doing. I tell her all the time, she is Project Kind.
Right.
There's no two people like her. You can't replicate her. You can't take her across the country. Wherever she is someplace that she's not.
Yeah.
She's one of a kind. But we can all follow her lead and join into what she's doing. We can't do exactly how she does it because she's uniquely gifted in this and has a unique heart for it. But we can recognize that what she's doing is special, shine a spotlight on it, all get behind her at certain times of the year, and give her the support that she needs to really make a difference in people's lives.
Yeah, absolutely. That was an amazing answer. And then also, you mentioned that, so this is your third time being a part of this event, and you mentioned Sleepy and all that. And were there maybe early on, maybe the first couple, a moment where you're just like, oh man, this is something that could be really great, if we just keep, doing it, seeing maybe kind of just, or is it kind of just an overall kind of experience throughout the day? I know that puts you on the spot. I don't think it takes long
when you walk in here to realize that this is right.
Sure.
It's not something that took time. We do a lot of things. There's some things we'll do once and maybe not do again. When you do this type of event and we're able to bring our players in and let them experience this, our rookies, this is their first event this year as Giants.
Yeah.
That they're here, every single member of them as a rookie class participating in community service. And their service today was just to be here and love the person in front of them.
Yeah.
Pretty simple.
That's great. Yeah, that's awesome. So really appreciate you jumping on. I know you got a lot of things going on, a lot of people all over the place, but I really appreciate you jumping on with us and chatting for a little bit. And it was great to meet you. And thanks for having us as a part of this event.
I appreciate it. Thanks for being here and telling the story. Thank you.
Yeah, of course.
All right.
Thanks, Ethan.